Welcome back to Good Morning Sri Lanka after that very insightful interview with Paul there about risk management and talking about risk, Sam. I mean, there are several other risks that we can take into account as normal people, not just entities of business.
Yes, that's true. One big risk that people have been facing is the wasp attacks that's been going around.
And
now,
even last week we saw this happening and we discussed it a little. And again, in Katakastata and Peradeniya, there are several people hospitalized, I think 7, including a monk, after a pretty serious wasp attack. And it seems that people need to know how to handle this risk. And it's quite serious. It's I mean not just one-off incident. It's not just something you see in a cartoon anymore.
That's true.
Wasp attacks are serious and they are deadly, and even bees as well.
The thing is, I think the common perception is that wasp attacks in general, when you have one wasp or one bee or something like that, like an insect bite, we usually just put an ointment and we don't really think too much about it. But these wasp attacks have been in large scale, so the risk has been much higher, the poison levels have been much higher, so these are things that have to go into immediate medical attention. We have a few facts about how the nests can be taken care of by the people, but again we have to say that this is a big risk, so you must manage this risk well. So some interesting facts that we came across was that the best time of the year to control wasps is in June.
Ah, my birthday.
Right.
Excellent.
Right, so you can have like a wasp control party in June, which is after the queen has established a colony and when the colony is just starting, so the number of wasps per colony is much less. Right. And the best time, this is important because right now it's not June, it's February, it's the middle of February. So the best time of the day to control wasps are at night, right, where they're less active. So if you do have wasps anywhere in the vicinity and if you're planning on doing anything about it, the best time of the day, as recommended by lots of sites and lots of people, is the night time.
Is there such a thing as night vision wasp goggles or something? How are you supposed to see wasps in the night? I find interesting.
I think torches help. I think great big torches would do the trick.
All in the night, a wasp hunting party.
That's true. And also something that people need to know is the stings. When you're stung, there are different symptoms, right? But if your symptoms are life-threatening, and they're considered life-threatening, if your throat swells up, if you have difficulty breathing, now then you should immediately be taken to a hospital, and the situation, I could say, has gone beyond first aid. So,
and also something I saw was the sting of the bee. Apparently the first thing you should do is to use your fingernails to try and get the sting out, because that it apparently locks in, and the more you press it, more pressure you put with your hands and your fingers, the more venom that will seep through in and more infestation.
And what we do, the first thing we do if we are stung by anything is to basically hold on and scream really loudly. So.
And also the poor bee, in fact, apparently dies just with the sting. Apparently the sting comes out from its abdomen, and very hurtful that for the bee. But of course, speaking about someone who has a lot of sting, and someone we did talk about a little bit before, Beyonce had marked the premiere of her Life is a Dream, and there was a discussion that she had with Oprah, what we saw, and let's just see what discussion took place with these two.
I'm joking with you. The normally private singer shares intimate details about life as a celebrity, mother and a wife in a film set to air on US cable broadcaster HBO. Before going into the premiere, the singer said she was excited to see the film with an audience.
It's going to be hard for me in about 10 minutes when I watch it with everyone in the theater for the first time. No, I haven't seen this with anyone except my husband and my mother. So I drove up and I'm like, oh my God, this is real. And I saw the marquee and I just thought about being a little, my first thing I directed at 15 years old, and now I have a movie on HBO, and I'm so proud.
I know you're starting to see yourself on film and TV.
It's just great to know that all the hard work and all of the struggles and the tears and everything, there's a reason for it. There are dots that could get connected in your life, and knowing that at this point in my life, this age, is so wonderful because I see everything differently, and I hope that I can share that with other people.
This is kind of like, if I'd have known you were going to still be here. This is kind of like,
guys down front.
when I was on stage,
She shocked me. I was in tears.
I'm shocked that I'm standing next
She
to
did
her.
an amazing job and
you.
produced it, executive produced it. I only did this red carpet for Beyonce. I haven't done a red carpet in God knows when. You know, when's the last time you saw me? They came away saying, oh, she's just like us. She has feelings just like us. I mean, the whole trying to grow and learn to trust yourself and gaining your own independence, that's what every woman goes through. We just didn't know Beyonce did.
You know, I'm excited about this probably more than a lot of things that she's done because it really shows her growth and how she's really always kind of been directing things. And she's very smart, very savvy, and I'm happy that people can see that. It's the best. It's the best, one of the best joys to see her as a mother. She's a great mother.
The 31-year-old has been in the spotlight for more than half her life. First as a member of the girl group Destiny's Child, and then as a solo artist and an actress. Throughout those years, Beyonce has faced several trials and tribulations, which she said she is grateful to have experienced. Last January, Beyonce became a mother to a daughter, Blue Ivy Carter. Noel said watching Beyonce as a mother is thrilling.
The best thing is looking back and realizing how incredible life is. If you don't take the time to think about and analyze your life, you'll never realize all of the dots that are all connected.
And there we have it. Lovely to
it.
see the family of Beyonce jumping in the pool, like every girl, taking photos of herself.
I know, it's so amazing to see her in like completely natural circumstances, because we see her as a star, we see her on stage, and we see those beautiful videos of her, and I think this has the making of a few, and
so many people will watch
videos.
They love documentaries. I mean, documentaries about Beyonce is much more interesting than maybe a politician or a president or, you know, I mean, the stale stuff. This is about a celebrity, and I'm sure people will love to watch it.
Definitely.
Who maybe it'll come here as
Something
well.
interesting was that you would have noticed it was Oprah never comes on the red carpet. So this was one of the very few times that she came on, simply because it was one of her best friends, Beyonce Knowles, and she couldn't say no. So that was great to see those two ladies again together.
Celebrating a celebrity of our times, and of course a celebrity who took a big risk, I thought, once when she left Destiny's Child, and I think that
and
risk,
so many controversies. So many controversies.
Yeah, and I think the risk just paid off. So wonderful stories from Beyonce, and with that wonderful story, I think Sam and I will leave you for today, and hope
Have
you
a wonderful day.
Wonderful day, and we'll see you tomorrow.